Jesus said to his disciples, "Do not be afraid, little flock, for it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. Sell your possessions and give alms. Make purses for yourself that do not wear out, an unfailing treasure in heaven where no thief comes near and no moth destroys. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also."
Our patron, St. Martin of Tours, was famous for dividing his cloak and sharing half of it with someone who was cold. And in that spirit of generosity, the founders of St. Martin's decided that they would give away half of everything they took in. So that was part of the founding vision of this parish, was that sacrificial generosity. They were also keen on having a church that was open to people of all races and differences. And in 1963 in Williamsburg, that was an unusual thing.
Spirit of gentleness, blow through the wilderness, calling and free. Spirit of restlessness, stir me from dust.
You should come to St. Martin's because it's very tight-knit. Everybody knows everyone, and if you're new, people introduce themselves, try to get you to take part and volunteer and just try to become part of the St. Martin's community.
Yeah, it's a family. It really is a family. It's a lot about the community.
We had been going to another church in the area, and I didn't feel, and Nancy didn't feel, that we were being spiritually fed. So she said, "I think we should probably try another church." We did. The first Sunday we were here, we knew we were home. And it was great.
That was it.
A great feeling.
When we walked around, and our first day here at St. Martin's, we just felt so welcome, and just everyone was just very, very friendly with us. And we met the rector, who happened to be new at the time, also coming up the stairs. And she said, well, she introduced herself, and we introduced ourselves, and she goes, "Well, we hope you find a good home." And Jean said,
I think we already have. It was very welcoming, very inclusive. Never felt anything but love here.
St. Martin's is something that's part of my history, part of my life, a place where I belong and have always belonged, despite what might be going on in other places in the world. This was always a place where I can come and continue to come and be at home, and a place for my family.
The communion of saints, the forgiveness of sins, the resurrection of the body, and the life everlasting. From the bondage of sorrow, all the captives dream dreams. Our women see visions, our men clear their eyes with bold new decisions. Your people arise.
Justice is a key part. It's in the DNA of St. Martin's. It's something that drives who we are and every aspect of who we are. The church was founded almost 60 years ago, and a lot of it had to do with racial justice and what the community saw the world can be.
St. Martin's is a very special place, has always been a special place. It attracts, I think, special people who aren't afraid to maybe make actions or take actions that others may not.
Well, I've been able to get a lot of different perspectives from people, and especially from people who are older. They've lived through a different time than maybe I've lived through, and it's very interesting to see different people's different perspectives in regarding lots of what we would call hot topics, and it's been very informative for me, and I guess for a lot of youth people too. Yeah.
My whole life growing up and being a part of a church was, what can you give? What can you give? we need this from you. And it's not like that here. It's being allowed to give from your heart and to, be involved with the community and share the love that you have.
I sing because I'm happy. I sing because I'm free.
I'm here to pass on a thank you from St. Vincent's Center, which is the school, the brace shop, and the clinic. We've had a relationship with St. Vincent's since 2018. We made 2 visits there that year, and because of the pandemic and issues in Haiti, we haven't been back. But they always send their love to us and we to them. We have contributed about $40,000 to their fund. And lastly, in July, we sent them a check for $10,000 for a new physical therapy clinic.
The fall is traditionally our time to focus on stewardship, and this year, beginning this year, we're focusing not only on our annual giving, which is something that undergirds our budget, it's how we do our ministry in the world, but also we have an exciting opportunity to build up our endowment. We have an anonymous donor who, from now through 2025, will be matching all gifts to our endowment 2 for 1. So what that means is we can contribute, in addition to our regular pledges that are for operating income, we can give money towards St. Martin's long-term future, and then ultimately develop the capacity to have more money available for mission and for ministry, and get back to that original vision of the founders where we're giving away more of what we take in and making a difference in the community, transforming the community. And I think that would make the founders really happy.